Good afternoon, everyone. On GR number 274778, Aquilino Pimentel III et al. Versus House of Representatives et al. The Supreme Court en banc, during its session on August 13, 2024, acted on GR number 274778, entitled Aquilino Pimentel III et al. Versus House of Representatives et al. Petitioners challenge Section 1D of Item 43 of the General Appropriations Act 2024 and Department of Finance Circular 003-2023, which allow the return of excess reserve funds of government-owned and controlled corporations, or GOCCs, to the National Treasury to fund unprogrammed appropriations. They also seek a temporary restraining order, or TRO, and/or writ of preliminary injunction to prevent the transfer of funds from PhilHealth to the National Treasury and preserve and restore the status of petitioners prior to the transfer of 20 billion pesos from PhilHealth to the National Treasury last May 2024. The court required respondents to file their comment to the petition and prayer for TRO within a non-extendable period of 10 days from notice. The court further required the Office of the Clerk of Court en banc to personally serve the court's resolution on the respondents, which shall likewise personally file and serve its comment. A copy of the available pleadings in GR number 274778 will be uploaded at the public pleading section of the Supreme Court website. Next, on GR number 262975, magkakasama sa Sakahan Kaunlaran Magsasaka Party List, represented by its Secretary General, Attorney General D. Du versus Comelec and Soliman Villamin Jr. In a decision dated May 21, 2024, the Supreme Court en banc, with 2 justices dissenting, 1 concurring and dissenting, and 1 taking no part, granted the petition of Magsasaka Party List to nullify the rulings of the Commission on Elections, or COMELEC, which recognized Soliman Villamin Jr. as the national chairperson of Magsasaka despite his removal from the party. Villamin is a former national chairperson of Magsasaka who was voted out of its Council of Leaders and expelled from the organization due to anomalous activities. The court ruled that the COMELEC gravely abused its discretion when it focused on determining whether Magsasaka complied with due process in removing Villamin as national chairperson, but disregarded the reason behind Villamin's removal, his alleged illegal activities and its effects on the party as a whole. The court said, and I quote, "While the COMELEC has limited jurisdiction over intra-party leadership disputes, it does not mean that COMELEC can substitute its own judgment for that of the party. The COMELEC cannot disregard the party's actions simply because these do not appear to be in line with the COMELEC's interpretation of the party's saligang batas. A party must be allowed to interpret its own governing rules and remove officials from participating in its own affairs." End quote. Since Villamin was validly removed by Magsasaka as national chairperson, he no longer had the authority to file before the COMELEC the manifestation of intent to participate in the 2022 elections. Thus, his nominee, Roberto Gerard L. Nazal Jr., could not have been validly proclaimed as the Magsasaka Party List representative in the House of Representatives. The court lifted the status quo ante order it issued on October 18, 2022, and ordered the COMELEC to issue a certificate of proclamation to the rightful nominee as the Magsasaka Party List representative in the 19th Congress. The full text of the decision may now be accessed on the Supreme Court website. Finally, the court welcomes the signing into law of Republic Act number 12018, creating 3 additional Sharia judicial districts and 12 Sharia circuit courts. This latest legislation from Congress, signed by the President, is consistent with ongoing judicial reforms set in the court's Strategic Plan for Judicial Innovations 2022 to 2027. One of the SPJI's target outcomes is access, under which the court seeks to strengthen the foundations of Sharia justice in the country. Thank you very much.